All right. Boys and girls, show me 5. All right. What are our rules on the carpet?
Eyes are blind, ears are listening, voices are up and hands to myself.
All right. Boys and girls, we have been talking about this. What was this? Humans. All right. And then we talked about this. What was this? And then? Okay, with your partner very quickly. What did animals need to survive? Tell your partner. What do they need? What do they need? Food. What else did they need? Okay. What was the word we used for house? Shelter. Yeah, where did they get energy from? From food. What else do they need? Water. Air. Okay. Space. Oh, you guys remember. All right, go ahead and show me 5. Who can tell me what animals needed to survive? Melody, tell me one. Maybe they need what? Space. What else did they need? Edgar.
Water.
What did you say? Water. Good job. What else? Mia Leilani. Yeah, they needed what? What else did they need, Lionel?
Sun.
Well, are they going to need sun? Kind of, yeah. You know, maybe we become a little sad if we don't have sun. Abby?
They need food.
Yeah, they need food. What else, Saida?
Soil.
Hmm? Oh, but we're talking about plants or animals?
Animals.
So which one needs soil, Saida? Animals or plants? Plants need soil. Mia Gonzalez?
Air.
They need what?
Air.
And I think there's something else. Sergio?
The shelter.
They need what?
Shelter.
And then I think there's one more thing. Luis?
He needs energy.
Yeah, where do we get energy from?
Water.
Okay, could get it maybe from water. And what else?
Food.
Food, yeah. I think there was something else. Kimberly? We need it too. Space. All right, now tell your partner, what do plants need to survive? Tell your partner.
They need water.
They need water? What else do they need?
Soil.
Soil? Okay, what else?
They need sun.
Sol? How do we say sol in sun? What else do they need? So you said soil, sun, water. Ooh, yeah. Do we need space for our plants? Okay. Yeah, plants can make food. Yeah, the dirt was another word for what? I think we already said it. You already said it, Lupita. Yeah, you said dirt and soil. Keep thinking. All right, go ahead and show me 5. All right, who can tell me what plants need? Leah. Hold on, it's Leah's turn. We gotta listen.
Soil.
Yeah, they need what? Soil. What else did they need? Mila.
Space.
Yeah, they also need space. Yeah, what else? Rodrigo. Yeah, what is he showing? Sun or sol. Good job. Lupita? Oh, yeah, they also need what? What else, Andres?
Necesitan energy.
Sí, necesitan energy. So say, they need energy. Where's the plant? Where's the plant gonna get the energy from? Valentina.
For the food.
Yeah, how? Oh, so can they go to the store and buy food?
No.
Where does the food come from? Jezebel, where does it come from?
From the leaves.
From their leaves. Yeah,
That's
good
where
job.
I didn't eat it.
All right, go ahead and show me 5.
Bye.
All right. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to show. Raise your hand if you know one time at Walmart here in Yakima, there was an animal. It was a bear. What was it? Raise your hand if you saw on the news that there was a bear at Walmart outside. Yeah. Well, it wasn't inside the store, so I'll show you. Are bears supposed to be at Walmart? All right, sit down. Hold on, friends. All right, so I'm going to show you a little. Rodrigo, are you ready? Okay, I'm going to show you a little video so we can see the bear. Now, you can't see all of the bear, okay? You only get to see parts, but you need to sit on your bottom so everybody can see, all right? Okay, I want you to watch and listen because then we're going to talk about the bear, okay? You ready? Okay. I don't know.
Fish and Wildlife vehicle was parked next to the West Valley Walmart in Yakima, Washington yesterday, June 11th at about 5:30.
Hold on, I have to put it up a little bit.
There was a report of a bear sighting. When I had stopped by, went in, did some shopping, came back out. The truck was still there with 2 Yakima Police Department vehicles. And it turns out that there was a bear located in the trees just outside the Walmart in this car wash.
So where was the bear?
In the trees.
In the trees. And where are the trees by?
In the Walmart.
By Walmart. Yeah. So let's see. So it's like right here by the. Do you see all these trees by Walmart? Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Right behind that Walmart sign. They subsequently got the bear out of the tree and removed it from the area, but
So there was the bear. Yeah. Oh, friends, look at. Boys and girls, look at my friends who are raising their hand. Hold on. Yes, Valentina.
Mi mamá me dijo que había un osito a la Walmart chiquito y yo la miré los árboles y miré una cosa.
Okay, so say my mom told me there was a baby bear in the trees at Walmart. Yeah, so Valentina, you heard about it, huh?
I saw it with a baby.
Hold on, if you want to, you gotta raise your hand. Okay. Yeah, Jezebel.
When I went to go get where my peel, there was like a big bear.
Yeah? And where was the big bear?
It was up the mountain.
Up the mountain? Yeah, we do have mountains here. All right, now I want you to look at the bear.
What?
I want you to look at your partner. Don't. What do you think the bear was doing in the trees at Walmart? Why did it go to Walmart? Why do you think it went there? Why do you think the bear went for food? What do you think it went there? Huh? Climbing in the tree to get food? Maybe. What kind of food? Plants? Okay, maybe. Yeah, keep thinking. Why else would he go to Walmart? Why did the bear go to the tree in Walmart? Get a food? They want food? Oh, okay, what do you think, Mila? It's okay, do it then. All right, keep doing it. All right, go ahead and show me 5. All right, put your hands down. Okay, if you want to share what you talked with your partner, why the bear went to the tree at Walmart, raise your hand.
Un palito.
Saida, why do you think the bear went to the tree in Walmart? Oh, did we hear Saida?
Yeah.
What did Saida say? Touch your head if you think it went to go look for food. Okay. All right, now I want you to turn to your partner. What kind of food do you think the bear was looking for? Timer, what kind of food? What kind of food do you think it was looking for? Fish? Oh, okay. What else could I have been with it? Really? Chips? Oh, so you were listening to what your other classmates were saying, huh? Okay. What do you think, Kimberly? What food was it looking for? Abby said fish. What do you think? Well, you never know. Well, we do know, don't we? I think we do kind of know. All right, go ahead and show me bye. All right. Who would like to share what kind of food you think the bear was looking for? Jesus, what kind of food was it looking for? Hold on, let's.
Y una vez tantos días pasó en Colorado, allí donde vivía. Y entonces, en tantos días, vi un oso bebé en mi árbol. Estaba comiendo y toda mi familia le llamó a la policía para que viera al oso.
Yeah. What do you think it was looking for to eat?
Pero no sé si estaba comiendo.
Pero tú ya viste uno.
Sí.
So say one time.
One time.
When I lived.
When I lived.
Did you say Nevada or Colorado?
Colorado.
In Colorado.
En Colorado.
We saw a bear.
I saw a bear.
And we called the police to get the bear. Well, the same thing happened here. Yeah. They called the police to get the bear. But so Jesus, the bear in Colorado, the baby bear, he doesn't know what it was trying to eat. We don't know. But what did we think this one was getting? Lupita? She said, ¿está comiendo qué? What's carne in English? Meat. And when you eat, okay.
No, he made bacon.
So maybe bacon is meat. So maybe he's looking for meat. Well, Abby, what did you say he was gonna look for? For what? Fish. And I think when I went over there, I think Noah said he climbed a tree to eat a plant, right? Yeah. What kind of plants do bears like to eat? They're kind of tiny.
The bear need to eat,
Sergio?
the coconut.
Well, coconuts are on trees. Do you think the bear maybe wants some berries?
Yeah.
So if the bear eats meat like fish and can eat berries, what is it?
Omnivore.
It's a what? Okay, so let's see what happened to the bear.
As you can see by the map posted, it is a pretty populated area for that bear to get there through all the private property field.
Okay, so then when they called the police, they called somebody else who knows about, hold on, who knows about animals so that they could take the bear away. Okay, yeah. So they took it away so it could go somewhere else. Now, are bears usually there by the trees in Walmart?
No.
No. Who lives there?
The panda.
No, who lives by Walmart? The bears live by Walmart? Hold on. Sergio, who lives by Walmart?
The people.
The people. And people are what?
Humans.
But what if there wasn't any more houses?
No.
Who could have lived there?
No one.
Oh. Well, maybe humans. Okay, so this is how the bear looked like. Okay.
Eating animals.
Now, why do you think I want you to think about this. Touch your brains. Okay. want you to look at the bear. Where does the bear live? Tell your partner, where do you think the bear lives? Where is it going to live? Where do you think the bear lives? En una cueva, in the mountains. What's cueva? Yo sé que es eso en español. What does a cueva have? Is it small? Is it big? Okay. All right, go ahead and show me 5. All right, who can tell me, where does the bear live? Raising your hand. Melody, where does the bear live? She said a what? Okay, are there caves by the Walmart? No. Okay, where else? Where else can it live? Mia Gonzalez.
In a forest.
She said in a what?
In the forest.
And the forest is full of what?
Animals.
Oh yeah, it's full of animals, but what else?
Wait.
Hold on, it's full of animals, and what else is it full of, Abby?
Food.
Yeah. Is the bear gonna find food in the forest?
Yeah.
So, a forest has lots of these. What were these? Trees. And where did it go? When it went to Walmart, did it go inside the store? No, it went to a what?
Trees.
So maybe it thought it was looking for what? Food, right?
Animals.
Or maybe animals in the tree.
Animal control, they take the little bear.
Oh yes, the animal control took the little bear. Where do you think they took the little bear? Everybody. Maybe to the forest or the mountains.
We take them to the cave.
Or maybe to the cave.
They take them when the dogs are out. They take them over there.
Or maybe it took them
Oh, the humans.
in the cages, right?
The humans take the little baby ones.
Yeah, sometimes humans do that. Rodrigo? Yeah, maybe we take them away. All right, now, there's Walmart there, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't always Walmart there.
There's 2 of them.
Did we build Walmart?
Yeah.
Do we, as humans, do we build houses?
Yeah.
So when we build houses, what do we have to cut? Trees. So if we cut the trees, is the bear gonna know that we cut the trees?
No.
So is it still gonna want to go to the same place?
No.
Yeah. So maybe it was just looking for the home there. Oh, Rodrigo said, Rodrigo, say it with me. But we can make a house for the bear. Yeah, we can.
And they take his little baby back.
All right, now there's some people here in Yakima who are called Yakima Nation. What are they called?
Yakima Nation.
And they're humans. They're people just like us. But they want to help all the animals, including what? The bear. So we're going to watch a little bit of this video, and then you're going to draw what you would do for the bear. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Abby's ready. I know Lupita's ready. Noah's ready. All right, you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So this is in Yakima. Where is this?
Yakima.
Do we live in Yakima? Yeah. All right, you ready? What's that? Bird.
Up to their thighs in water, their feet twisting and turning in thick mud. Yakima Nation tribal members perform what looks like a special type of dance in the Tompanish Creek wetlands.
Just put your foot down and then take a step, and it'll pop up. That's what I do.
What pops up and what
What do you think that is?
It's the ball. A fish.
Maybe you think they're fish?
They use it to get them.
Maybe. We'll see. They're watching, all right?
Canejos.
tribal members are hunting for are the tasty roots of Wapato plants.
So they're what? They're plants. What are they? Plants. They're plants. Okay. Sergio, thank you so much for raising your hand.
There's 2 of them actually. There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them?
Yeah, you like the one with the
Luis?
Mama in another place.
Oh, so there's one right here in the wetlands and there's some in a different location?
Yeah.
Yeah, there can be. All right, let's keep watching.
Look at that, huh?
A cultural tribal food that until recently had all but vanished from the Yakima Reservation in Washington.
So it just feels like a connection to the land and ultimately a connection to my ancestors, just because it's something that we've been doing since time immemorial.
However, for 70 years, Yakima tribal members could not harvest Wapato on Toppenish Creek. Farmers had drained the wetlands for agriculture.
So do you see water here?
Yeah.
Do we see like the water like before? No. So because we do things to the land sometimes, we build things or we harvest things or we grow things, sometimes the land looks a little different. So right here, there's not a lot of water, or there wasn't.
But back in the 1990s, the Bonneville Power
And
Administration
now, what do we have? Water. So that was before. Now there's a little more water. That's because people, like the Yakima Nation, have fought very hard so that farmers let the water stay. And what do they get? Well, they get the water, and they get what out of the water? The plants. And they get to use those plants.
helped the Yakima Nation purchase this 440-acre parcel as a wetland restoration project for fish and wildlife.
So who's going to go there?
The
The birds. Do you think our friend the bear who went to Walmart can come here? Yeah. Do you think it's going to want to go there? Yeah. What is it going to look for there?
You need to kill the bird.
Yes, Rodrigo.
La osos van a matar a policía y van a matar a muchos policías.
Well, maybe, right? They're dangerous. So do we have to be careful with animals?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that why they called the police?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep watching.
And the results are incredible.
Finally, I'm getting more and more. There's like 4 of them.
Oh, look. Oh, so those are the plants. What are they? Plants.
An Easter egg.
Most never expected that now, after being gone for generations, native Wapato plants would finally return.
It's just great that some of our traditional plants have just remained dormant, basically waiting for us to turn the land back to historical use.
Yeah, what is it? Do you remember what it's called? Egg. Say Wapato.
The return.
So it's called Wapato. What is it called? That's the name of the plant. It's kind of like the marshmallow plant. You remember the marshmallow plant? Yeah, if they got rid of the swamp, did we have marshmallow plant? No.
Everything gone.
Yeah, same with the wetlands. So now they have the Wapato back.
of the Wapato has inspired both young and old.
And I always remember coming here with my grandmother, and I know my grandma used to go out and forage in the water.
And I thought it was interesting because I'm part of the Yakima Nation to learn about what our people used to do and they have not done in years. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, right there too.
Once loosened from the muddy bottom, the bulbs of Wapato float to the surface and are peeled and eaten.
Okay, so now they caught them, and now they're peeling them, and look what they're going to do.
Potato. A surprising ecological benefit.
Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah, it's kind of like a what? Potato. So they get to eat it. All right, now go on and show me 5. All right, now this is what I want you to do. You are going to, when you go to your table, you're going to get out your journal. What are you going to get out? Okay, hold on, Edwin. You don't know what you're going to do unless you listen. Okay, you're gonna flip until you find the first blank page. You're gonna look for the what? The first one. Okay, you are going to draw the bear. What are you gonna draw?
The bear.
And you're gonna draw the bear in its habitat. In its what? Habitat. Okay? So remember, the bear came to Walmart because it wanted some what? Food.
Bacon.
Now, the bear has a lot of trees at Walmart? No. So you're going to draw what habitat the bear is going to live in. All right? You're going to use your pencil and your crayons. All right? Put your hands up in your head if you understand what I'm asking you to do. All right. Touch your nose if you can listen. Touch your elbow. Okay. All right. Walking feet. Okay.